Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that Eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Tennessee Volunteers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Gets it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Vols headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Powers through the defender.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. On target over the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Creates a little space. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Here's the handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
He's got him still on his feet. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lynch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
The screen, he can go. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's
touchdown Vols! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The give to the tailback. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The run from the shotgun. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught behind the line. It's Coates. No siree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So here is the Tennessee offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going strong.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Utah State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Aggies had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, What a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So here comes the Auburn offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a...
There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Finds his man. It's Smith. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. On the run, still looking. Safe little shovel pass. Snowed under by the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Sends it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Here comes the heat. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly.
Illegal touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Powell. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Auburn going to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined. And the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Lynch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Using his legs, it's Savage. Turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside? And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finds his big tight end. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the route is on.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. What a grab with one hand. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I'll tell you what, these gloves nowadays are amazing. You see this more and more. Who needs two hands? You just go up with one hand, pluck it, bring it down for the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Under fire. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He'll work his way down to the 28. How in the world could they let that happen? And how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw is not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job on the back end, making sure that falls incomplete.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he left that one short. Baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Hauser. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
A lot of room to the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw. He's got it on the move. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now it's second and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Working that left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. They'll try to pop the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.